Hi, this is me again, Mr. Zamora, and I am here to explain 8A6, least common multiple. Least common multiple. So we're going to get the least. The least means the smallest number that two or more numbers have in common. Okay, so what is the least common multiple or the smallest common multiple of 7 and 4? Okay, just let me give you a key. When one of those numbers, one of these two numbers is a prime number, remember a prime number is a number that can be divided only by 1 and by itself, there is no point to factorize. So what we're going to do, in this case, 7 is a prime number, so what we're going to do is just to multiply both numbers by each other. Okay, so 7 times 4 equals 28. Okay, so the answer is going to be 28. 28 is the least common multiple in these two numbers. Okay, we submit our answer and super, I know. So in this case, we have 6 and 12. Let me show you how to get the least common multiple. So we have 6 and 12. So we are going to factorize. So 6 divided by 2 equals 3. Remember how to factorize. We need to divide always by the smallest number possible. So 6 divided by 2 equals 3, and then the result is going to be divided again. In this case, we cannot divide by 2 anymore, but we can divide by 3. So it equals 3. I'm sorry, it equals 1, and we finish. When the answer is 1, we have finished factorizing. Okay, now 12. Let's factorize 12. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. Now 6 divided by, we can divide by 2 again, so we can, or we keep dividing by 2 equals 3, and 3 is a prime number. It can only be divided by itself. So 3 divided by 3 equals 1. So what do we do now? We are not going to match numbers as we did when we needed the greatest common factor, but we are going to do like a competition. Okay, so we're going to start here on the left. Remember that we're going to focus on these columns, the columns in the middle. Okay, we're going to focus on the divisor. Okay, so we're going to start here at the beginning. You can start either way, at the end or at the beginning, it doesn't matter, but I always like to do things in order. So let's start with this. Number 2. How many 2's are there here on the left side? I mean, the left. This is the left side, and this is the right side. Okay, so how many 2's are there on the left side? So only 1. How many 2's are there on the right side? There are 2. So the right side wins, and we're going to choose this one and this one. Let's circle that. We're going to circle them. And this one loses. This one doesn't play anymore. So now we continue. How many 3's are on the left side? Only 1. How many 3's are there on the right side? Only 1. So there is a tie. So when it is a tie, you can choose either side, okay? But you have to choose one of them. I always like to choose the one on the left, but if you choose the one on the right, it is correct. It doesn't matter. So I am going to choose the one on the left. It doesn't matter. When you have, okay, and this one loses, okay? So when you have finished picking all the numbers, that all numbers are either circled or just like crossed, what you're going to do is that you're going to multiply all the circled numbers. So in this case, you're going to multiply 3 times 2 times 2. Okay? And when you get the answer, 3 times 2 equals 6, 6 times 2 equals 12. Okay, so this is what we are looking for, the least common multiple. Okay, so we're going to type our answer in here, 12. We submit our answer and brilliant. Okay, 9 and 10. Okay, so let's continue. So we're going to factorize 9. 9 cannot be divided by 2, but it can be divided by 3, equals 3. So 3 is a prime number, so it can only be divided by itself. So here the answer is 1. Now 10. 10 can be divided by 2, and it equals 5. So 5 is a prime number. It can only be divided by itself, well, also by 1, but 1 is not playing in this game. So in here, how many 3's are there on the left side? 1, 2. How many are there on the right side? None. So this one, I mean, both of them win. So we have finished with the left side. Let's start on the right side. How many 2's are there on the right side? 1. How many on the left? 0. So this one wins. And also this one is going to win because there is a 5 on the right side and none on the left side. So when it happens, when all of them are circled and none of them are touched, it is the same as multiplying 3 times 3 times 2 times 5 than multiplying the numbers given, which is 9. Okay, let me use another color, which is 9 times 10. So you can do either way. When are you going to multiply the given numbers, 9 and 10? When all of the factor numbers or all of the divisors are, all of the circled numbers or all of these numbers are circled. Okay? So 3 times 3 equals 9. 9 times 2 equals 18. 18 times 5 equals 90. Or also 9 times 10 equals 90. And 90 is our answer. Okay? So we type 90, we submit it, and superb. Okay, what is the least common multiple of 10 and 5? Okay, I remind you, if you think that you're ready to start your own activity, your own assignment, you can just stop the video and go straight to your activity. But if you think that you need a little more explanation, stay with the video and I am going to keep helping you with this. Okay, so let's continue with the next exercise. So it is 10 and 5. So 10 divided by 2 equals 5. 5 is a prime number, so it can only be divided by 5 besides 1, obviously, and there's always 1. So we finish when we get to number 1. So now the other number was 5, and as I just told you, 5 is a prime number. It can only be divided by 5, and we finish factoring this. So how many 2's are there? On the left side, 1. How many on the right side? None. So this one wins. How many 5's? 1. How many 5's? 1. So it is a tie. So you can circle either. So I am going to circle. I always circle the left one, but you can circle the right one. So now, okay, this one loses. So now I multiply all the circle numbers, which is 2 times 5 equals 10. Okay, so this is our answer. Okay. This is our our least common multiple. So we write 10. Okay, now 6 and 12, this is going to be a very similar one. So we have 6 divided by 2 because it can be divided by 2 equals 3. 3 is a prime number, so it can only be divided by 3. And the result is 1. So now 12 equals, sorry, not equals, divided, it can be divided by 2 equals 6. 6 can be divided by 2, again, equals 3. 3 is a prime number. Okay, so it can only be divided by 3 equals 1. So how many 2's on the left? 1. How many 2's on the right? 2. So this one and this one, both of them win, and this one loses. How many 3's on the left? How many 3's on the right? 1, 1. So it is a tie, so I always choose the left one. You can choose the right one, there is going to be no difference. So 3 times 2, 6. 6 times 2, 12. So the answer is 12. Okay? 12. Submit. What is the least common multiple between 5 and 18? Okay? Very simple. Remember, when you have a prime number like 5, you don't need to do all the factoring. You just multiply that prime number times the other number. So in this case, 5 times 18 equals 90. Sorry, 5 times, not divided. Okay, 18 is 90. Okay, so 90 is our answer. Okay, 16 and 19. Again, 19 is a prime number, so I don't need to do all the factoring and things like that. So I just multiply 16 times 19. The answer is 304. 304. Okay. I have a prime number here. So 20 times 7 equals 140. That's it. Again, I have a prime number, so I just multiply 7 times 14. 7 times 14 7 times 14 equals 98. Okay, 98. Yeah, well, sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, before doing that, you have to make sure that that prime number is not a divisor or a dividend of the other number. Okay? Yeah, I will explain that in just a moment. Okay, so in this case, yes, they are, neither of them are prime numbers, so I am going to factorize them. So it is 8 and 6, right? So 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Now the answer, which is 4 divided by 2 equals 2, and 2 divided by 2 equals 1. Okay, and the other number is 6. 6 divided by 2 equals, equals 3, and 3 divided by 3 equals 1. Okay, so how many 2's are there on the left? 3. How many 2's on the right? Only 1. So this one loses, and this one, these ones win. How many 3's are there on the right? 1. How many on the left? 0. So this one wins. So we multiply all the circle numbers. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 3, 24. So the greatest, the least common multiple of 6 and 8 is 24. Okay, so 24. Awesome. 6 and 8. Okay, so I'm sorry, 6 and 18. Well, if we do that, we're going to find out that it is 18. So I am going to try to find one similar as the one that we got incorrect so I can explain. So if I found that, I will try to solve it. So in this one, the answer is going to be 60. What about this one? Well, let me do this one with factoring. 28 and 12. 28 divided by 2 equals 14. 14 divided by 2 equals 7. 7 divided by 7, because it is a prime number, equals 1. So now the other number is 12, I guess. Yeah, 12 divided by 2 equals 6. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. And 3 divided by 3 equals 1. Okay, and we finish. Now we're going to focus on these numbers. So how many 2's on the left? 1, 2. How many 2's on the right? 1, 2. So it is a tie. I always choose the left one, so I am going to choose them. You can choose the right ones, doesn't matter. And this one, these two numbers lose, okay? How many 7's on the left? 1. How many on the right? 0, so this one wins. How many 3's on the right? 1. How many on the left? 0, so this one wins. So we multiply the circle numbers. 2 times 2 equals 4. 4 times 7 equals 28. 28 times 3, I'm going to use a calculator so I can do it faster. 28 times 3 equals 84. So the answer is 84. Okay, that's right. Okay, so because I am not finding that other number, what I'm going to do is I am just going to solve it. So it was 14 and 7, and I told you that because it was a prime number, there was no point in just do it, and so I just multiply them. But yeah, I was kind of stupid and I forgot to tell you that if first you have to check if the 7 is directly related to the other number, in this case 14. So yeah, it is. So when it happens, you can like either do just the factoring. So in this case 14 divided by 2 equals 7, and 7 is a prime number, so it can be divided only by 7, and it equals 1. So this one is a prime number, as we just said, and it can be only divided by 7. It equals 1. So how many 2's on the left? 1. How many on the right? 0. So this one wins. How many 7's on the left? 1. How many 7's on the right? 1. So it is a tie. So I choose the left one, and this one loses. So I multiply 2 times 7 equals 14, and 14 is our least common multiple, as we were told. Okay, sorry about that mistake, and I am going to stop this video right here, and see you next time. Bye bye.